Okay. So when you got the five of them, did you go back to the guy who called you up? Did you go back to him to say, okay, we've got a five group who can sing? What did he say and do?
Well, that's crazy because his name was Greg Perret, like I said, and he had turned us over to a guy named David Cook, and David Cook had became our manager. So we had nothing else to do with Greg Perret after that. Nothing. I think
Oh,
he was going through some divorce type of thing. He was going through something. It was kind of hard on him. Well, if I can remember. And by the time we got with David Cook, I think David Cook told him thank you. But we were done with him at the time. We were already with David, and we went on. David managed our careers until we became who we were. And Greg Perret, we thank him now. We thank Greg Perret, but he couldn't really do anything at the time, man. So we didn't really communicate with him anymore. It was over.
okay. So then, if David Cook meets up with you guys, what does your mom do? Does she take a back seat, or what is that? What happens?
Well, I mean, to make a long story short, yeah, but it's for a reason. But yeah, um, she got us to a place where she can take us. She got us where we needed to be seen. She
Hmm.
got us where we were ready, and that was probably with her and all and the group members. That's all we knew. We didn't know how to go further. We didn't know anything about going further than what we had did. We beat all the talent shows. We did all the talent shows. We did the beauty pageants. We did so much stuff. That was all we knew. So it was nothing else we can do. So when David Cook met us, and my mom was very cool with it, she just basically said, "Take care of my boys and make them successful." So that's how my mama actually took a back seat because it was basically time for us to go on another level, and we all didn't know how. We didn't know how to do that until David Cook came in.
Wow. Now, and as I said, when David comes in, does he, like most managers that we see on TV and hear about, come with a big contract and says, "Okay, guys, I'm going to make you rich. Sign here." And
Not at first, not at first, not quickly, but after a month or so. After a month or so, then yeah. But at first, when he first came, we were like we were like little kids, man. As soon as he put his foot in the door, we would stood up and we ready. My mama said, "Sit down, slow down, let the man get comfortable." As soon as he put his foot in the door, we jumped up. We were ready. And so when David met us, we were ready, man. We were ready. Honestly, all we had to do was just polish up and find a record company and do a showcase. That's all we had to do. We didn't have to practice and make sure we was right on time and a harmony. We didn't have to do that. We had already been practicing for the last 2 years. So when David
okay,
came, he was kind of lucky. Yeah, Dave was kind of lucky, to be honest. Yeah.
okay. So at this point, then you guys are pretty much vocally and you got your routine out. But I guess the understanding the industry, the business side. Was that part of the education at the beginning, or you guys were focusing on the talent?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, because when you don't know something, you don't even know how to talk about it. You don't know it. So we wasn't focused on that part in the business part. We just focused on being the best.
Hmm.
First, let's be the best. And we're gonna give honor to being in the group. We're gonna honor our group and we're gonna stick to it and we're gonna be the best first. Because that's what we was about. We didn't know nothing about any record deals or contracts or what this word meant or what that word meant. We didn't know nothing about that, man. So we honored the group and we just wanted to be a great group first, and that's just how that went.
And so was it David's job to try and shop you around to the different labels to see who would be interested in signing you guys?
Yeah, yeah. And a couple of them said no. I don't remember who said it. I don't remember, but a couple of them said no. And we found Atlantic Records, and they said yes after we did the showcase and all this, and they heard all the demos and everything. Then they said yeah, they said we can work this, and that's how we got to Atlantic Records, man. But it was because of David Cook, though. Yeah.
Okay. And did the demos then, if we just get to the demos, who did the demos, like the writing and the producing?
Well, David would hook us up with different producers and writers, and we would just get with them, go to the studio, and do the song that they had for us. But we wasn't writing right then and there. We was not writing the demos. We
Okay.
probably tried one or two, but no, we wasn't writing the demos. Every time we went, there was a song done, and we had to learn it. And we had to like it. Number one, we had to like it first,
Mm.
and we learned it and we did it, and that's how we were doing the demos through our manager. David Cook was hooking it all up for us, man.
Okay. Okay. I, and I guess, I know that we talk a lot about the industry and how, people who know about the industry take advantage of new artists who don't know anything about the industry. But when you think of the role of the manager, um, to make sure you're polished, knock on the door to get the meetings, get the demos. I would assume that this is
Uh-huh.
coming out of his pocket. He's having to pay for studio time and pay the producers. He's having to knock on the door, all the contacts in order to get you in the door. Is that correct?
Well, now I've been in the industry a while, and I'm older, and yes, it had to be. Oh yes, yes, he had to be paying, or maybe they was doing him favors, and he maybe gave them a point off some kind of budget or something. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that it went down where they wanted something, and they did receive something at some time. But at the time, I'm just thinking we just go into the studio, man, just not even thinking about this is time, this is money, this is somebody's valuable time. I wasn't thinking like that, man. But now you bring it up, yes, I'm pretty sure he did everything out of his own pocket because we never said here's some money, here's for studio. We never said it, so it had to come from him. Yeah.
Yeah. And then also the fact the connections, to get to know the producers, writers, to start getting the auditions. I mean, I think I almost like I'm you know being able to take a step back and understand, actually, unless if you had an uncle or a parent who works in a label. Jermaine Dupri's dad was a VP at Sony at Columbia, so it's easy for him to get his son in the door, teach him the business, and set it up. But when you're coming from no connections, you need somebody who knows how to get in the door to do that. So I can appreciate this for the first time, the role of the manager when it comes to on-sign talent and stuff. Because it's not easy to not just get the audition, but to try and convince Sylvia Rhone, give them a chance. I promise you,
Yes.
you won't regret it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 And he did it. He stuck to his word. It's like both teams stuck to their word. We were going to be the best that we can be, and he was going to promise us he'd get us a deal. And it went together, man. He like I didn't know who he knew at the time. I didn't know anything. I just like when he came to us. I liked his attitude and the way he talked and the way and how confident he was. But I didn't know who the guy knew. I didn't know he knew anybody that had studios. But he knew something. He knew a little bit of something. So he used it. And like you said, we didn't have nobody in the industry that was already working in the industry, that did any kind of music in the industry, nothing like that. I don't even think David Cook was even that big in the industry. I think he just knew a few people. So from manager to the group, it was all from ground up,
Wow.
everything. No, it wasn't nobody lifting, extending their hand and pulling us in. We had to fight for everything, man. Yep.
Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I didn't miss you.
With Peter.
Yep,
But what was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay, you're okay.
They don't understand what Jodeci's voice meant in all spirits.
Play it.
I mean, I love all different genres.